Hello and welcome to my channel and welcome to another video. If you are new to this channel, my name is Frank Zhu and I'm a college professor teaching sociology, history and philosophy. I'm also an award-winning landscape photographer. Not a long time ago, I made a video in which I answered two questions. Number one, what is art? Number two, is photography a form of art? In that video, I offered my definition of art. A piece of art is a product of skills and imagination which is beautiful or which expresses significant ideas or feelings. I emphasized that to be an artist, you must possess certain skills which are not easy to acquire, or you must be imaginative in a way that no ordinary people can. As to the second question, I affirmed my belief that photography is indeed a form of art because it demands skills and imagination. Today, I want to make another video continuing the discussion of art and photography because I feel I didn't finish what I wanted to say last time, and I believe I have new thoughts to share with you. Another reason for making this video is that I want to convince you that you should study art. As usual, I hope you will find this video informative and thought-provoking. Please let me know your thoughts. Art is all around us. Great museums and galleries such as the Louvre in Paris and the Metropolitan Museum of Art here in New York display splendid works of art from all over the world. But of course, you don't have to visit museums to see art. Outstanding sculpture stands in parks and other public places. Impressive architecture makes our cities and countryside pretty. Shops are decorated with amazing pictures. Beautifully designed commercial products are seen on TV. Indeed, everywhere you go, you will see works of art in different forms. Artists produce art for us to enjoy and appreciate. Why then is it important for us to study art if we are not to become artists? Well, we learn at least three important things from the study of art. First, we learn things that educated people are supposed to know. For example, we should know something about the art of ancient Greece because a lot of Western culture came from ancient Greek art. We should be familiar with the names of famous artists and know what a Rembrandt painting looks like. We also should know the terminology, materials, and techniques that artists use. Secondly, to learn art is like to learn a foreign language. We not only acquire the vocabulary of art, we also learn its rules of grammar, which, in this case, are the principles governing art. To experience art, we must see how shapes and lines and colors work and how they are put together by the artist to create meaningful communication. We learn to appreciate how paint is put on the surface, how solid materials are shaped into sculpture, and how space is enclosed for living. In the same way as a new language enables us to learn about a new culture, artistic awareness opens up new worlds of experience for us. Moreover, a basic knowledge of the principles and practices of art sharpens our perceptions of the visible world. It enables us to form critical judgments about actual buildings, pictures, movies, and other types of visual communication, in addition to the examples studied in a classroom. Third, every mature person ought to be able to enjoy art. The experience of art goes beyond the fun of learning something new to the satisfaction of accomplishment. For centuries, people have felt that art offered a distinct kind of human experience, different from other forms of awareness. One of its essential characteristics was enjoyment, even when the subject matter was tragic or disturbing, because the insights and relations of art can be emotionally exciting. In learning about art and how to experience art, it would be a shame to miss the joy that art has to offer. I briefly answered this question in my video about art not a long time ago. Today, I want to talk about it in a bit more detail. It is true that some people see photography as mere documentation of reality. That is largely because of the fact that too many people nowadays use smartphones to take snapshots of whatever they see in their daily life. But a photograph created by a photographer is very much different from a snapshot which is captured spontaneously. Good photography involves deliberate choices. The photographer considers lighting, subject, background, timing, and other aesthetic elements. The photographer also pays a lot of attention to small details. After all, the whole point of being a photographer is to capture moments that evoke emotions, tell stories, and provoke thought. A single image can capture complex emotions, cultural moments, or beauty in everyday life. This ability to communicate visually makes photography a compelling art form. Now, as a landscape photographer, let me explain to you how I use lighting, composition, colors, and timing to create pieces of art. To put it another way, I will show you how I transform what appears to be a simple picture in the eye of a non-artist into a piece of art. Hopefully, you will feel how photography as a form of artistic expression can influence viewers like you and shape your perceptions of art. Maybe you will feel so inspired as to take photography as your new hobby. Just like any other form of visual art, light and color play pivotal roles in landscape photography. It is essential for a photographer to be able to use and manipulate light and choose the best time of the day, because light affects the texture, depth, and mood of an image. Natural light offers a range of possibilities, from the warm hues of golden hour, which is shortly after sunrise or before sunset, to the harsh shadows of midday sun. Color is very important as well, because it can convey emotion and guide the viewer's focus. Using complementary colors can create harmony, while contrasting colors can add drama. Appropriate use of light and color enhances the visual impact of photographs. In some situations, black and white photography is preferred by some photographers who see colors too distracting or unsuitable for their needs. Black and white photography removes any distraction and helps the viewer focus on other aspects of the photo, such as shadows, textures, shapes, and patterns. Also, it expresses a mood that color photography cannot do. Composition and framing are crucial for balance and depth in landscape photography. We photographers use techniques like the rule of thirds, leading lines, and symmetry to create a well-structured image. The rule of thirds means that the subject isn't centered in the image. Rather, the main focal point is placed to one side or at the top or bottom of the image. Imagine dividing the image into 9 equal parts with 2 vertical and 2 horizontal lines, then placing the subject along these lines or at their intersections. Such technique is used so that the image will not be split into half either vertically or horizontally, and the image will appear more active and dynamic. Leading lines are used to guide the viewer's eye through the image and lead the attention to the subject. It is also used to create depth of field so that the image looks three-dimensional. The technique of symmetry can create a sense of balance. Another composition technique is the so-called frame within a frame. It is to put your main subject in such a way that it is framed by something else. This technique is used to draw viewers' eyes around and then into the main subject. It adds layers of meaning and makes the image look more three-dimensional. In a word, effective composition and framing draws attention to the subject and adds context to the scene. Photography is a form of art because a picture can be manipulated by creative photographers in various ways in post-processing. With different techniques, photographers can transform a good photograph into a great one. Photographers use a wide range of editing tools to adjust exposure, contrast, and color balance. Photographers can also experiment with techniques like adding textures, creating double exposures, or applying filters, which can produce unique results. This creative process helps refine photographers' artistic vision and can lead to discovering new aesthetic styles. Well, that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.